Hi, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy weekend. I just wanted to come on today and talk a little bit about creating the proper conditions for spirit communication. When I mention spirit communication, obviously I'm speaking about evidential mediumship. I'm also talking about trance mediumship, spirit healing, trance healing, and physical mediumship. But I'm also just talking about allowing the spirit world to come close, and God and our spirit guides and our spirit inspires to inspire us, to counsel us. They're always available to help us and to speak with us and to give us counsel and guidance. But we have to be able to interpret what they're saying, and we have to help them sometimes to create this condition, this atmosphere around us to help them, because their vibration is very different than our vibration. So there's certain things we can do. I've done some videos before about just understanding the intention that you should set when working with spirit. When you're working with the spirit world, should always be moving into the intention of being of service to God, the spirit world, and to humanity. And what we're doing is we're trying to help. We're trying to deliver healing. We're doing this on a frequency and energy of love. So it's always good to remember that and to keep that intention at heart. Anything you do with the spirit world, you should do with wanting to be of service, to help, to heal, to give love, to give closure. Okay. And anything you do with the spirit world, you should check your heart first. And anything you do with God, you should just make sure and examine your own heart first before moving into it, because the frequency of love is really the first law of the spirit world and the physical world. So, and it has the highest vibration, I find. Okay, so that intention is important. And also, just I mentioned this as well in a previous video, just saying, let me help you, help me help you. Let me be that door, let me be that bridge to allow them to work through you for whatever you're doing with the spirit world, through mediumship, through giving guidance, with healing, whatever. Just set that intention and send it out there to just allow yourself to be used as that vessel, as that channel for the spirit world to move through you and to help, because they have no power here in the physical world without us. We are the voice for the voiceless, and we are the ambassadors for the spirit world here in the physical world, in the material world. Okay, so these things right away can start to change the conditions and the atmosphere around you just from your thoughts and from your intention and just wanting to be of service. And this starts to raise everything. Remember, it's always about love. It's always about healing. So the higher you can bring your vibration up, the easier it is for the spirit world to speak with us and to communicate through us. I'm pretty sure this video started because I'm currently reading, can't really see it, but it's Silver Birch Speaks by Sylvia Barbanel, and I'm making tons of notes and things to do with, I have no idea, but I just want to read this because I'm pretty sure this is where this video came from, and this goes on to the next part. Sorry, I cannot read with my glasses anymore. Age is a horrible thing. Okay, so Silver Birch is communicating through his medium, Maurice Barbanel, and one of the sitters basically mentioned what a comfort Silver Birch has been through the time of war. I'm pretty sure they're talking about the Second World War, to help them come through this horrible time of World War II. And basically, Silver Birch said, I'm sorry, it's a bit long, but it goes into this video nicely. Silver Birch replied to this comment that he has been a great help to the people getting through World War II. I am a symbol, if you like, the mouthpiece, the ambassador, the emblem of those larger beings whom I serve. Theirs is the power which surrounds and upholds you. Theirs is the power which guides. Wherever those who have this knowledge and who have earned the cooperation of the world of spirit desire it, then there comes to them all the richness that the larger life can offer you. There is never any need for people like yourself to be beset with fear or anxiety or worry or trepidation of any kind, because perfect faith, like perfect love, should cast out all fear. When people in your world begin to feel fear, then they send out a vibration which disturbs the atmosphere around them. And this disturbance makes it impossible for help to come. Spirit power to operate in your world must have quiet, calm confidence where all fear is banished, and where there is a radiance attuned to the harmony of the larger life, so that the soul knows, come what may, that it will emerge unscathed. Okay, so I like that. I like that passage because it really does talk about when we bring fear, nervousness, maybe a lack of self-confidence into our development, into our mediumship readings, into our work with spirit, right away we start creating these blocks. Okay, so I mean, I understand what Silver Birch is talking about, and I'll talk about that in a second. But in terms of working with spirit, we all have to remember that our development, our unfoldment is also this huge, like, self-awareness class that we're taking, which no one ever tells you about when you start on your development, that you really have to go within and examine your upbringing, your reactions, why you might start to get nervous speaking in front of people, why you might not want to be wrong, why you the reaction you have to the word no if the evidence isn't correct or the sitter's not taking it, why you might start to get nervous and you're thrown out of your power. But all of these things, you have to remember, you have to really remember that we're just a product of our past. So we have all these negative thought patterns that are just there. So you have to be able to move yourself out of that and know that you are a channel for the spirit world. So anything that happened in your childhood, I mean, really anything even that happened yesterday that you're healing from, you have to figure out, what are you feeling? Why are you feeling so anxious? What is this anxiety? Is this a performance anxiety? It might come from being a child of not being seen or not allowed to speak, not being heard. And you have to leave all that behind. What are you bringing into a mediumship reading? Because all you should be bringing is the desire to serve and be a channel, a conduit for the spirit world. That's it. Nothing else matters. You should not bring your past or any of these anxieties or negative seeds that might have been planted in your head, in your mind, into a mediumship reading, because it can all affect it. So when I go into a mediumship reading, I'm quite empty. It's not really about me. I'm just allowing myself, I'm allowing my thoughts to quiet down as much as possible. I'm allowing my power to build. I'm allowing this intention of being of service, of being this bridge, being this channel, this door for the spirit world to work through me. But I'm trying to leave all of my stuff, my human stuff, out of the picture, because all of this will start to sort of erode the foundation of a good reading. So remember, of course, it's okay to be a bit nervous if the nervousness is coming from just wanting to do a good job for the spirit world, not for your ego, not to be a wonderful medium for your own sake, to feed your ego, but that you just want to do a good job. So whatever I do with spirit, whether it be one-on-one reading, spiritual assessment, classes, sessions, it doesn't matter. There is a 5 minutes before I get a bit like, oh God, I hope I can come up with the goods. I hope I can get out of the way. And immediately I just lean back to the power of spirit and I just let them power me. And really they just start to calm me down. I ask them, calm me down, just relax me so I can serve. And I feel it. It's like this warm cascade of water, this comforting cascade of warm water just moving over my whole being, my psyche, my body, my spirit, and I just become really calm and I just really try to get out of the way. So, but all of these things, nervousness, fear, not wanting to be seen, not wanting to be heard, not wanting to be wrong, perhaps there's something that you're thinking about, oh, well, my religious teachings say that communicating with the dead is the devil's work, all of these things, that can definitely affect you too. But right away, you're creating this film, you're creating this barrier so the spirit world can't get through as easy as we would like them to. So it's important to remember that we're actually from our fear, we're creating a situation where the outcome is exactly what we're afraid of, if that makes sense. So just try to keep yourself calm and at the end of the day, and I do believe this is really what Silver Birch meant. Look, we're living in the material world. We're having a physical existence. There's so much stuff going on in the world right now, and it does affect us. But at the end of the day, no illness, no war, no money issues, no discord in your family, with your friends. Nothing can affect the spirit. The spirit is unscathed. It is intact. You cannot destroy the human spirit. Nothing can touch the human spirit. So all of these things that we're experiencing without, not within, with our spirit, but without in the material world, it's moving through our conscious mind, okay? And of course we're experiencing, of course we have to have enough money to survive. I get all that, but it's when you start to let that affect you and to affect your spirit, to sort of shock your spirit, that's when it gets sort of iffy, okay? So when you're sort of start spinning out of control with worry or doubt or anxiety, just say to yourself, I am okay. I will always be okay. My spirit is my true self. My spirit is my true essence. My spirit cannot be destroyed. It just changes form, like energy. You cannot destroy energy. It just changes form. So I think all of these things, go back to the original premise of this video, I hope, to create the proper environment and the proper conditions for spirit communication, all of these things come into play. It's also about raising your vibration, trying to move in and seeing the beauty in life, trying to remain positive, trying to remember that spirit communication of any type, it's a joyful experience. It's a reunion of spirit. When you're sitting, when you're the medium and you're sitting opposite a sitter, that spirit is communicating through you to their loved one in front of you. It's a reunion. Okay, of course, these spirit communicators, they were people, they still are people, they just don't have a physical body, and they had lives. So of course you might start to bring through messages of regret, of something that they feel bad that happened in the physical world, or apologies, or things like that. But at the end of the day, what is a mediumship reading about? It's about proving the survival of so-called death. It's about love, it's about healing, it's about leaving your sitter feeling uplifted. Okay, so at the end of the day, the spirit communicator is happy that you've devoted yourself to be that channel for them to speak to the loved one sitting in front of you. So they are happy, they are joyful, even if they have to possibly come through that they regret doing this, or they regret saying that, they regret the way things went down, and now they realize that they weren't on the side of being correct in the physical world, but it should always be about closure. So they're happy that they have a voice, that you're giving them that voice to speak to their loved one, okay? So just always remember, it's a joyful experience. It's a reunion of spirit. So this also helps raise the vibration. So you want to really, excuse me, you want to create on all these different levels the opportunity for the spirit world to communicate through you freely and easily. And you do this by the intention of being of service, of asking them to just help me help you, of just speak with me, and through me, and let me be that door, that bridge between the upper realms and the physical world. And realizing your doubts or your fears, this starts to create blocks, and also moving into your own spirit. Your own spirit is your compass for this. When you are speaking with the spirit world, you're speaking with them spirit to spirit. It's a spirit to spirit communication, okay? And when you're seeing through your clairvoyance, you're seeing through your spirit eyes. When you're hearing through your clairaudience, you're hearing through your spirit ear. So it's all about just allowing your spirit to grow and shine. And that's your instrument. And the way you really maintain your instrument is you sit in the power, you move closer than you ever have been to your own spirit, and you blend with your own spirit, you honor your own spirit. Let your spirit speak to you. Your spirit can give you amazing guidance and amazing help. So speak the language of your own spirit and allow your spirit to speak with you. And all of these things start to raise the atmosphere. On, I guess, an elementary level, what I do before a reading or before anything I do with spirit is I just do something that's going to make me happy, whether it be just playing a little Crisco disco dance music, bringing the energy up. I might light some sage, not because I think it really helps with the energy, but I like the smell of sage, so it makes me happy. I light a candle just because that's usually where my eye goes when I communicate with spirit, just to keep my focus. And just try to keep the link and the blend going as I just focus on the candle. But I do what I can for the physical conditions to keep it up. I try to leave anything that might be annoying me, might be bothering me in my physical life, because we always have stuff going on. I leave that on the side. I'm honestly incredibly grateful that I get this break from my physical life and whatever's going on, taxes, money, internet issues, whatever. I'm happy, relationship issues, whatever's going on. I like being able to leave that aside, and I'm grateful for it because I get a break for myself and my own physical life, and I just get to sit in the presence of spirit, and that helps me. So just remember all these things when you're working on your development. Of course, take your classes, take your practice sessions, work on your clairs, work on your meditation, very important because it quiets your conscious mind and it starts to help you sort of activate your subconscious mind. All of these things, start to work on sensing energy. All of these things are really important, but also work on creating the proper conditions in tandem while all of it goes together. It all goes together. And please, please, please remember at the end of the day, that we are in partnership with the spirit world. They need us just as much as we need them, okay? So they have no power here. It's really important. It's a very important message. They have no power in the physical world without our help. They have no voice here. They need us. So anything that you can do to make their job easier, they're grateful for. And you'll see, the more you work on your development, the more you work on understanding your own spirit and building the power of your own spirit, they will help you. They will step up and help you. And I know that when I just keep that intention to be of service, to want to help humanity and help the spirit world and be that ambassador for the spirit world and God here in the physical world, I can feel all around me the power of spirit just pushing me forward, pulling me forward, helping me. They're helping me in my pursuit to be that pure and clear channel. Okay, so there you go. So I just want to say that I'm pretty sure this whole video came from that little passage from Silver Birch. So I thank Silver Birch, and I wish everyone a lovely day. Okay, bye-bye.